Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for the first 2 weeks of June 2019. My name's Jay, I'm an intuitive reader, and I'm going to have a look at the cards and the energy around you at this time. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all of you. Just take the bits that apply to yourself and leave anything else for others that come along later. If you do want a bigger idea of what's going on in your life right now, please check out your sun, your moon and your rising signs, and Venus if it's for love. And that'll give you a clearer idea then of what's going on. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is in your spread today, the cards that jumped out for you, you've got a lot of major arcana cards. Now major arcana cards are the Sun here, you've got the Death card here, the Lovers, the Empress and the Emperor. These cards indicate that there are big changes for you this month, that big things are happening for you. And also that some sort of divine intervention might be occurring as well for you. Okay, so the first card you got, as I say, was the Sun. It is a major arcana card, and this card indicates happy times. It can speak of the energy of Leo. It's a warm card, it's full of hope, there's a childlike energy about it. It's a yes card. It's a very good omen to get in any spread. The sunflowers, they indicate growth. And there is also a sense of enlightenment from this card as well, and that your confidence and you will be shining bright in the month of June. Now this could be following a period where you've been recovering, where you felt the need to rest and recover and heal, and perhaps temporary retreat as well. There's a case of slowing down, and if this isn't in the past, what this card is trying to let you know is that you should rest and recover and take that time to heal. Make sure you're not always on the go. Allow yourself the freedom to relax when you need it. It also indicates that you could be re-examining or reviewing a situation that you're currently in. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles again is a really happy, wonderful card to have got. It represents a happy home. It can speak of wealth, security, traditional values, prosperity and success. So yeah, that's a really, really good card to have with this Sun card here. And so just be sure that you're not overdoing it. Allow yourself the time to rest and recover should you need it. And all this prosperity is there with you. Okay, so the next card then you have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, it speaks of balance and generosity, a time of giving and taking. It speaks of sharing, and it also speaks of harmony. Okay, and what you've got to clarify that is the Death card and also the Lovers card. Now the Death card, you know, it's not quite as scary as it might seem. The Death card just indicates that there are endings and new beginnings. It also represents Scorpio itself. It's actually your card, Scorpio. So with that being in the middle of your spread here, what this is telling me is that this is going to be a really powerful month for you. With all these major arcana cards here, things are really moving and turning around for you. There's lots going on, and it's a good month for you in June. It's your month. Okay, it also tells me that you could be at a time now where you're accepting changes, you're not fearing your true self as much as well. And that you could be letting go of the past and finding balance. Obviously with the Six of Pentacles being here, perhaps there is a change, and it could be within a relationship, or it could be within the relationship you have with yourself. But changing so that things are more balanced within your life. And with this card being here again, I want to say make sure that this balance is achieved and you're not overdoing it. You are allowing yourself time to rest as well. Okay, so the soulmates, the Lovers card is a card for the soulmates. It's a card about commitment, it's about completeness, it's about choices as well. It's also about having values that you hold true and you abide by those values. It can speak of romantic desires, and it also speaks about knowing what's right and wrong. So like I was saying, with this balance and this change, you know in yourself what's right and wrong for you, how much you can afford to give to a project, or how much you can afford to give to a loved one without having to drain yourself. I feel that's an important message here. Then you've got the Emperor. Now the Emperor, it's a fiery energy. It could represent an Aries, but it speaks about power and authority and perhaps a father figure. This Emperor, he can be a little insensitive sometimes. It's kind of like orderly chaos when the Emperor is around, and he can be quite rigid as well, quite stuck in his ways. And clarifying that, you've got the Empress. Now the Emperor and the Empress, you don't get much of a better match than that. So if this is a relationship, I feel that things definitely are moving towards a far better space for you. That you are now seeing eye to eye more, that you're coming together and you're both standing in your own energy. There's no codependency here. You're both independent and strong individuals who come together to enhance each other's lives. Sorry, I thought I turned my phone off, but clearly I haven't. Okay, so then we've got, also with the Empress card as well, it speaks of fertility, it can speak of pregnancy, it can speak of creativity, and it also speaks of compassion as well. So for your Whispers of Love cards, you have patience. Love is patient and kind always. And with this card, the first thing I noticed is that it reminds me of the Star card in the traditional tarot deck. And with the Star card, it speaks of your dreams being realised, of inspiration. It can represent Aquarius. It sees the light at the end of the tunnel, and it can also mean a new trust within a relationship and hopes and belief. Okay, and with this card, the Have Patience card, the lotus flower here is a symbol of hope, because the lotus flower, it works its way through the muddy waters, and then at the end of it is this beautiful, graceful flower, and beauty can come from gloomy situations. So if you are in a difficult period of your life, know that this is a time now where things are starting to turn for the better, and that what you're going through now is serving a purpose so that you can come out shining this beautiful light at the end of it, as this lotus flower has done through the dark, murky waters and risen to something wonderful. Okay, with the flow of the flow in here from these little streams, there's lots of different streams there. What I want to say is there could be lots of different ideas around you at the moment. It also speaks to me of lots of people coming together to work as one, to collaborate and create something wonderful. Okay, but the main message with this card is obviously to have patience and to work on being patient, and remember that everyone is different. Not everyone is the same, so don't sort of expect others to be like you. Show them compassion and have patience with who they actually are, and love them on a whole level, rather than this expectation perhaps you hold of someone or of yourself. Allow yourself and others to be exactly who they are. I want to say as well, beware of your self-talk. Make sure that you're not belittling yourself. Make sure that you're filling yourself with positive affirmations rather than any negative things that you have on your mind right now. And I want to say that the water is of significance as well. So it could be a water sign, you might have water in your chart, a water sign that you're dealing with, or just water in general, walks by the river, down by the seaside. I'm also seeing a holiday for you as well, perhaps in the month of June. Like I say, whether it is just sort of a retreat and a sort of spiritual necessity almost, I want to say. So whether it's taking time off work, or whether it's taking time off from projects that you've got going on at the moment, or whether it's a physical holiday, actually going to somewhere sunny and having nice family time there, I'm feeling. Okay, so your oracle card from the light, Keepers of the Light Worker. This one is Hilarion, and this represents divine healing. Honour your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal your light and support others. Okay, and that's a beautiful message there. And he's actually a spiritual master, and he comes and he sort of intervenes when there is a need for retreat, when there is a need for healing. He comes along and he shares this wonderful healing light, green light around us and around you at this time, Scorpio, to enable you to start healing yourself, to cleanse and recharge, and then to allow your healing situation, whatever you've overcome in the past, perhaps allow that to help others in the same sort of way. I feel for a lot of you perhaps that you are considering career changes, and perhaps I almost want to say a completely different direction in life as well, and getting that through for you. Okay, the other important message with this card, and with it being colour green, the green heart chakra, remember to come from a place of love, but also remember to love yourself. Don't give so much to others that you're feeling left drained yourself. Okay, and your goddess cards, I'll show you those two. Okay, so it's when a woman rises up in glory, her energy is magnetic and her sense of possibility contagious. Okay, so this applies whether you're a man or a woman. You know, when a man rises up in his glory, it's exactly the same principle. So when you rise up, as I was saying, in this energy, when you start lifting yourself, when you are stepping truly into this Empress energy here, your energy is magnetic, and you're going to attract others like yourself, and you're going to let other people know that it is possible. I feel like there's some sort of leader inside of you, and I do actually see you leading people to the light, as in working with people who have had perhaps domestic violence cases, or perhaps people who have had abuse during childhood, but some sort of profession where it's you want to help others because perhaps you've experienced similar circumstances yourself. Okay, and this one is mistakes have the power to turn you into something better than you were before. Okay, and what I want to say about that is don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be too hard on yourself if you do get things wrong. There is no need for that judgment, and it is again about having the patience to go with that statement. Okay, and your Archangel card then is your Angel Guidance card is Archangel Zadkiel, and what he does is he helps you to find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you release lower vibrations and ascending to a higher way of being. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame and invoke Archangel Zadkiel to help you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. You are blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you are ready to walk the path of light. And the affirmation, I am cleansed within the violet flame. So yeah, that kind of links really well with the message that's coming across here. Allow yourself time to heal and to retreat, and don't be overdoing it. I see big changes for you and new beginnings, and I do feel a lot of you are sort of waking up to your higher self at this time, and you are looking for a path of light, walking away from anything that no longer serves you, and perhaps actually doing what sets your heart on fire. Okay, so I think that's all I've got for you at the moment, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If it did resonate with you, if you'd like to let me know in the comments below, that would be really great. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be really cool too. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye!